All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing our next review for Better Call Saul's final season, Season 6. This is now for the mid-season premiere, Episode 8. It is called Point and Shoot. Alright dudes, and possible spoiler warning, if you guys have not seen this episode yet for Better Call Saul, it's on Amazon Prime Video now. It premiered a little bit ago, I think over a week ago on the 11th. So I do want to apologize for all the Better Call Saul fans. Different schedule each year, not really in the usual swing of things with Better Call Saul. And this season they did kind of a break at the mid-season point, sort of. So we got to see it in May, up to episode 7, and then we got a break, and now it's coming back with episode 8 this summer, so July 11th, and I think, July 18th, the episode 9 has aired. It looks like there's 13 episodes in total, so that leaves us with 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, so we have, well, for me, but if you've seen episode 9, then you just have 4 episodes left for Better Call Saul's final season. So huge fan of the Breaking Bad verse. Love Better Call Saul. Think it's been an incredible run. I did not initially expect Better Call Saul to get 6 seasons, especially with kind of the last couple years. I'm just happy it wasn't like canceled or totally dropped off or something to where they never came back to it. Like maybe the series, I don't know, was maybe like would be dropped, that kind of thing, especially with Bob Odenkirk's health, because he did have the heart attack in the final shooting for the final season, which is terrible to hear, but glad he seems to be okay, as okay as you can be, I guess, and is at least able to finish, his work on Better Call Saul in the Breaking Bad verse. Now, what will they do after this for the Breaking Bad verse? Is this the end of the Breaking Bad verse? I'd like to see something. Maybe you do something else with Jesse or something. I don't know. You do another spinoff or something. But this one has really been a lot of fun and really, really enjoyed it. Sad to see it go. But this last season, that said, Season 6 might be the best season they've ever done. Just like with the original series, Breaking Bad, they really seem to be good at sticking the landing, sticking the ending. While other series, in my opinion, other franchises such as Game of Thrones really had a tough time trying to give a good ending for the viewers, for the fans, it seems like the Breaking Bad / Better Call Saul team really excels at that. I mean, they set things up. They give you these kind of artifacts throughout the episodes. Like at the beginning of this episode, you see the car at the beach, I guess, or the water. And, you see the intro credits roll through for Point and Shoot. You don't really know at that time what that relates to in particular. But then as you see the episode through, at the end, it makes total sense. Mike mentions it. Like I said, spoiler warning. That they had to figure out what to do with Howard and his disappearance. How do they sort this out? They make it seem like he had some kind of a cocaine habit or something, and so they leave his car down there, and he disappears. Right? I guess never to be seen again, so far as we know. In this one, we also see kind of a final climactic confrontation between Gus and Lalo. I apologize, last time I said Lalo. I don't know why. He was laying low. And I don't know, I guess my Canadian accent kicked in and I mispronounced. I'm not good. I have to admit, even all the years of reviewing Better Call Saul and stuff, I'm not good with the Spanish names or words or anything. Our second language here is French, not Spanish, so I can't. C is about the only thing I just like say. Say yes, that's about it, right? So we see the final confrontation of this episode between Gus and between Lalo, and we kind of know going in, like as I'm watching the scene, it's still awesome though, because they're just such masters at building suspense and the intensity in between scenes and everything. So and waiting to see what Gus is going to do and what's going to happen. Now here's the tricky part about it with Better Call Saul. You kind of know from Breaking Bad how things are going to end off. So it does take away from some of the suspense a bit, because you know from Breaking Bad that obviously Gus has to survive, and he has to win this somehow, or maybe not win it, but he has to survive to where we don't see Lalo in Breaking Bad afterwards. So it sort of is a spoiler in and of itself because it's a prequel series, but I don't care. It's still amazing to see. It's still awesome. It's really cool to see with Mike and him leading the team of the cleanup and telling them what to do. And, okay, Jimmy, you do this. Kim, you do that. And he's just such a pro at it. Like you know that he's like knows exactly what to do, and he's so confident in everything. And it even adds value to Breaking Bad afterwards because you see once, you see what happens with Mike. You see Walt kind of come in and Jesse and everything and how that whole thing changes. But it's cool to see what happened prior with Gus, what happened prior with Mike, and how Jimmy came about. Now, I've been mentioning this one for a couple years now. Obviously, we know that Kim is not in Breaking Bad. So I have 5 episodes left to watch. You might have 4. We know that something has to happen here with Kim and Jimmy to where it's going to end their marriage relationship. It's going to end ties between them. Will Kim survive? I hope so. I don't think it'd be a right decision for them to kill her off before the end of the series. I hope she does survive somehow. Maybe she just, Jimmy gets in over his head, as we've seen. In this episode here, we see like with Lalo, tell her to go, and so she goes, and the stuff that happens with them and everything, and the confrontation and all that. That might be, so maybe this is enough. I haven't seen Fun and Games yet, which is episode 9. Maybe that's enough to get Kim to leave Jimmy at this point because things are getting really dangerous. Her life is kind of on the line, and she may just want to like practice law, like the good old-fashioned way, all above board and everything. And she might just see it as like, we don't need to be involved in any of this. I don't understand why you're continuing this, that kind of thing. So maybe she'll leave and maybe he won't, something like that. So that's kind of the pivotal part for me that I'm really looking forward to seeing how that ends off. And we also used to get to see a lot of scenes of him in the future working at, is it Cinnabon, I believe, or like the mall food courts and stuff. And we haven't seen a whole lot of that recently. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how things kind of finish off here for Jimmy, for Saul, in Better Call Saul. It's amazing. I apologize not getting the review done sooner for you guys. It's just the dates were like whatever. I wasn't, it's just a weird time to see it right now. But I'm glad it's airing, and definitely is must see if you've seen Breaking Bad or if you've seen any prior seasons of Better Call Saul. You want to see how it ends off. Plus, episodes 7 and 8, the mid-season finale and premiere, so amazing. I'm going to give this one a 10. It's perfect. It's everything like that you'd want from Breaking Bad, and it's almost a miracle they were able to get it all done because it is really that good. It's just as good as Breaking Bad was, and then it also has the elements of the comedy a little bit more even than Breaking Bad did. Breaking Bad was maybe more intense a lot of the time because Jimmy is more of a silly protagonist character than Walter White was from Breaking Bad. So awesome to see. Especially love the stuff with Mike in this one, and Gus too. But also, Jimmy and Kim, their transition, or maybe not Kim's transition, but maybe her exit of the prior life that she's had with Jimmy, and him crossing over into this realm of things that she is not comfortable with. Comments below. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you again soon for another review. Maybe in a few days, maybe next week for episode 9. We'll see, but we'll at least review the final episode, episode 13. That's for sure. Definitely will review the final episodes. So for this one, see you guys again soon. It's Trev saying peace. Later, guys. See ya.